Hello everyone, George back again, and we're inside the security room. Let's try to get as much done as we possibly can. So let's look at our reference material. Coming over here, we've got our room. We'll notice that for the most part, the desk itself is just a gray, noisy surface, so we're probably just gonna do the same thing. The material on the fan is just a grayish color as well. And then we've got the televisions, so we're gonna need to duplicate them and put them in their proper places. Let's go ahead and do that now. So there's our TV from last time. Now we're going to want to group these elements together, so Control G, and now let's call that, let's see, here we go. Let's do, what was it, security screen underscore 01, enter, save. Let us take that, duplicate. Where's our transform? Not in a good place, so let's modify center the pivot on that. There it is. Now it's not aligned. Is it aligned? Yeah, okay. We'll go with that. We've duplicated it. We're going to move it over. I'm going to move the pivot to the bottom. If I can get it. There we are. And we're just going to take this, press up, move it somewhere where it should go. I'm going to scale it down a little bit to better match the other one. And then we'll just nuke the old one. Hit the up key. Do the same thing again. Move it over, duplicate, rotate, and get it roughly in place. Somewhere like there. Scale it down. And move it down to the top of the desk, just looking for a vert. There we are. Move it somewhere good, like there, and delete that one. So there's 3 of the televisions, and hit up, and it looks like our axis is off. Is that because of the world? Yeah, we're on world. Let's go object really quick. Perfect, and Control D, move this one on over, rotate it to face us, and pull it out. Scale it up to fit, and back, and over. Once again, we're just taking kind of like the quick and lazy way out on this one. We can always go back in and make these more interesting looking later, but for right now, I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of modeling. I really want to jump into Unity, but at the same time, I don't want to jump into Unity prematurely. I want to have all this stuff, for the most part, pretty done before we start really finalizing the game and putting in all the different aspects that we're missing. We've got all the components of the game, a lot of them at least. We just need to spend a little bit of time going in there and fleshing out some of the other pieces and merging them into one final product, which will be, you know, a good bit of video, which will be fun, actually, for me, getting back in Unity. Okay. There's good. Delete that one and up. Control D, up. Whoops, deleted the wrong one there, huh? There we go. That's better. All right. Up. Control D, up. V, scale down. Whoops. And yes, this is a different one. It's wide. I'm just going to put that one on there for right now. Rotate it. And that's where the cupcake goes. I don't think I finished it. I think I got it halfway done and deleted part of it because I didn't like it. Anyway, the fan itself is going to have a simple material on it. So right click, assign new material. Let's go to Fong. And instead of fan M, let's call this, that's the transform. There we are. Do these all have Fong 9 on them? Looks like it. So let's just rename Fong 9 to security room underscore fan underscore M. Control A, Control C, enter. This is, do we want a noise on this or do we want it to have a texture? Just looking at this, it does seem to have some noise, but that might just be shadow. Not sure. So let's just go with a color. And the color is going to be something like that. And we'll ump its cosine power. And let us change its specular color. There we go. Nice and shiny. Okay, there's our fan. I don't like the color of the fan. I think it should be darker. I don't want it to be the same color as the TV screens. Actually, color. Let's bring up our color picker. And I'm going to go to the blue tones and just something a little bit different. Okay. Next, this thing, the cup, right? So let's handle the cup. All right, so it's just 1, 2, 3 lines and that. So let's actually just see if we can't find cup top. Cup top, enter. Images. What are they called? Soft drink? Soft drink. Straw cup top. No. Fast food cup top. I don't know what they're called. That's it. What is this? Straw slot lid. Straw slot lid top. Yeah, there we go. Tool size large. Let's go with this view image. There we are. Copy that. Bring it over to Photoshop. Control N. Enter Control V. Now we got something we can work with. We're going to get rid of the logo. There we are. And that too. Great. So now that we have that, we just need the stripy stripes on the side. Let's unwrap this thing. So we didn't even give this a name, did we? Edit, delete by type, history. Not you. And security room underscore cup. Let's go. And does this have a material on it? No. Let's right click, assign new material, Fong. Security room underscore cup underscore M. Enter. Control A, Control C. We'll make the file now, but we won't attach it yet. F and T for texture. Great. And now that we have that, we can unwrap this thing. So I believe I started as a cylinder. Let's go to UV editor. There we are. We need the bottom. So let's go and grab the bottom, and that's the bottom. It's pretty much unchanged, so the bottom's really not important. So I'm just going to push that off to the side. Actually, let's push that off there. Let's go to shell, grab the shells, move them off, go to the side, grab the faces of this. Now let's do a UV cylindrical and rotate that around. There's everything that we have right there. Now when I did that, how did I have it set up? Okay, that's it. I need checkerboard. Where is that? Right there. So this gives me an idea of distortions. Let's take a look at my distortions. So I want them to be more square. So something like that. That's pretty good. Now the back is, the seam is where? At the back, which is fine as well. So it's going to do the stripy thing. We'll go with that. I'm going to move that off to the side. Next up is the top, which is this thing here and all those verts. Partially cylindrical, partially not. We can do this. Let's see, can we relax this to work? So let's do, I don't want the straw though. So let's get rid of the straw. So straw is out. I am going to, now I should just have this, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's do UV, and let's do planar from the top down. Move that off. And we are going to do something. We're going to grab this edge, which is also that edge, which we don't want those ones, but we do want, let's see, undo. Let's go to convert to UVs. So two UVs. Don't select those ones. These are the ones on the outer area. We're going to pull them out. Then we've got this inner lip here, which we can then push out. This part doesn't matter terribly, so I'm not, yeah, I'm doing something that's a little distorty and weird, but it doesn't matter as much so long as I do coordinates in a very specific way. Let's see. So let's grab you. I'm going to give myself a little bit more. Whoops. That's not what I wanted. You. And why are you there and not in the center? Can we go to edge mode? Do I have something selected? Let's see. Let's see, did I select something? Oh, it's because I was getting that too. All right, fine. UV, I hate that. We do UV, UV. There we go. Make that a little bit larger. Grab the next set. Pull that out. Grab the next set. Come over here. Now I'm just going through making sure that I have UVs everywhere. Okay, so that's my cup. That's the top of it. So that's way too big, obviously, so why don't we make that smaller? And now we just have to worry about this darn straw, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So let's go to UVs, and does a straw have a texture on it in any way, shape, or form? No, it's just a flat white straw. So do we really need to worry about it? So if we go to UV, You know what, we're gonna go to UVs. We're gonna come at this thing from one of the sides. So let's go at this from planar. Y, Z direction, bounding box, apply, and then we get that. And what we can do is cut a seam down one side of it, which will be the inside, I guess. Which is right there on this thing. So I don't want to select that anywhere else. Just want it here. And then if I go here and I do cut UVs, now I have this cut open. Now if I go to UVs themselves, I still have a problem with the end of that cup, don't I? Yes, this part right here. So I want to grab those bits. I want to rotate around, make sure I only have those ones. Looks like I do. No, I don't. I've got all those too. And let's do a UV planar on that and just do best plane, apply, close, and that should just be that. Yep. We'll scale that way down. Now we should be good to unstretch this. So let's go to, where is it? Tool, smooth. I'm gonna play with this for just a second. What I really want is that top bit to come apart. Nope, that's not it. That's what I want. Hoping. Maybe not. Come on, help me out here. You are really bunching up on me, aren't you? I want that center bit to uncrinkle, but it just does not want to do that, does it? Is there something about that? Can we fix that? So I don't want you. You know what? Screw you. Come on. I'm gonna see if I can't help it out a little bit. Come on. There you go. If I grab you guys now, I'm playing around, people. So if you're following along and you're like, what the hell is he doing? We're both on the same page right now, so don't worry about it. You see, it keeps going back to the way it was with that crinkleness in there. I thought that this should be independent of what's going on with the rest of it. But if not, then what we're going to just do is we're going to let it crink. We're going to go to edge mode. We're going to grab where it's the worst, which is right there. Or right there. Right there. And we're just going to cut it so it can't give us problems. Then we'll grab one shell, we'll grab the other shell, and then we're going to let them relax. See, they're not relaxing as much as I want them to, and I don't understand why. Especially these ones. There we go. I wanted the unfold UV tool. That's what I wanted. Is that an option right here? No. Oh, it is. There we go. Whoa. Oh, that did an amazing job. Sorry, I haven't used that before. Unfold. Okay, so the trick is unfolding it. Wow. Great. So we'll put these side by side and shell them. Make them small because there's no reason for them to be so large. Let's grab these two elements. One of these is the bottom. I think that's the bottom. I think that's the straw. We're going to just, make that a lot smaller. Stick that somewhere up there or down there maybe. And then push them. It's the straw. And this one is the bottom of the cup, which we can put over there. And this is the top of the cup, which does deserve some space in our UVs, but not a ton. And then this is, well, this will go somewhere down here. Let's go D and V and snap that there, and then X snap that to there. And then grab this guy and maybe make him a little bit smaller. Maybe not, maybe just a little bit larger. And we're there, and then I got all this space for these ones now. So, I mean, I might as well give them more space. Okay. All right, there we go. UV's done. So let's go and push this thing out. UV snapshot and 2048, browse. UV underscore security room underscore cup. Save and PNG, hit OK. Close that, save. Now we can go into Photoshop and begin working with it. So File, Open, and Photoshop, FNAF. Maya, images, and security room cup. Name this UV. Let's make a base layer, which will be close to white, but not quite white. 5, okay. And base. Let's just take a quick look at the reference again to see if there's anything we need to know. I don't see anything in particular. So we need stripes going across this thing. Particularly, we'd like the stripes to match on that side to that side as well. Let's get the top of the cup done first, though. So let's make a circular selection starting at the center of this object and going out. Something like that. And then we might just need to tweak it ever so slightly using my move tools. And then Control-C and Control-V. Hey, that's pretty nice. So let's just push this over here. Zoom in. Okay. Not bad. Okay, we'll go with that. Apply. I'll hit Control-L on that layer really fast. I am going to brighten it a little bit. Okay. Cup top. And that's the bottom, that's the straw. Those are going to be standard colors, so they don't really matter. Now we need those stripes, right? So, we could just make a vertical stripe and then rotate it. You want to do that? Okay. Let's bring up a grid. So edit, preferences and settings, guides and grids. Let's do 10 subdivisions. And I'm going to make a new layer. And I want to turn off the rest of the layers. And that makes me not be able to see anything. There's my grid. Let's just, no. Okay, that's fine. There we are. That's 1, 2, 3, right? But that means we end and begin on the same spot, which is going to be bad. So what we want is, I don't know, an odd number? Is that what we want? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Let's make this a red. Shift F5, enter. cup lines, enter. And let's just see what happens if we do a rotation of 45 degrees and push these off. Let me see. So we're going to misalign. So this line here definitely does not begin and end there. But the cup itself is going to be right here only. So does it matter, really, if it's not perfect? That is a good question, does it? So one thing I am going to do is I'm going to, let's see, that's not what I want. I just want to duplicate this layer, move it over by holding Alt, move that over there, and that's not good enough, is it? So let's do Control D. There we go. Alt, Shift, Alt. Okay, so let's snap this layer first. So that one's been snapped there. I'm going to merge these two layers, and then I am going to cut off their influence from everything else. So let's do a mask right there. And now those lines are only there. I don't know if that's going to work. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I should probably take more time. Shift F5, get rid of a little bit more on the top of that. And let's bring back everything else. So the cup top, turn off the UVs, save, Control. Save this as FNAF Photoshop and get rid of the UV portion of it. Delete, security room, save, OK. And file, save as PNG. Let's go to textures, security room, save, OK. Down, and let us go to the cup's color finally. There we are. And choose the graphic. There we go. There's our cup. That's a little bit odd and awkward, isn't it, right there? And the color difference, I don't know. I'm not enjoying it too much. Rest of it's fine. You might never notice it from back here. Looks fine from there. But, we'll see. Okay, so what's up next? Let's see, where am I? All right, let's take a break for now, and we'll jump back in here and make more of this stuff happen. Thanks everyone for watching. If you liked it, give me a like. If you dislike it, give me a dislike. And if you want more like it, remember to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.